Look at all the Christmas lights, how they paint this town in colors, but they hold nothing next to you, 'cause you're shining like no other. Ooh, I don't want what's wrapped in paper. No, I don't long for gifts of gold, but I'll be home.
Good evening, good afternoon. It's getting close. I'm going to do a little question and answer. The first question is why I missed a few days of posting. Well, I've had a few issues. As you know, my electrical or my battery charging hasn't been doing well, so I had to my batteries got fairly low. I was waiting for this bad boy to come in. It did today, so I came back and my heater is acting up a little bit, so I went to a campground to charge up and, do some cleaning up a little bit and stuff like that. That's why I missed a few days. And on top of that, as you can tell, I don't look well. I'm not feeling well. So that's the reason that I wasn't able to post some stuff. I did take some pictures while I was out there, so but yeah, I didn't feel much like posting. That's the reason. Out of the van, Bob was bitching at me. Say hello, Bobby. Look at you. Anyways, we're getting ready to leave. My buddy Bob here. There's another Bobby. I built Bob a body. There's Bob. Say hello, Bob. Say hello, Bobby. Look at you. Yeah. Now we can be out and about. Well, good evening, everybody. Why haven't I posted for the past couple of days? So that's Wednesday to Saturday. And I'm going to just like spit it out. And I hope some of you can deal with it or acknowledge it or whatever. But okay. First of all, my diesel heater. I was having first of all, it wasn't my diesel. First of all, my batteries, they're not holding a charge. I was down to 52%, and then I had to figure out what to do. And so I thought of going to a campground and plugging in for a few days. So I did that. And then when I got there, it was cold. It was raining, and the next thing you know, the diesel heater decided to go on the fritz. The fan's still going. Mark fixed that job all right, but it wasn't throwing heat. The heat, it looked like the heat was slowly dropping, and boom, next thing you know, I have I don't have any heat, so the diesel heaters, the fan's running, but it ain't blowing heat. So I gotta go on YouTube, figure out what the heck's wrong with it. I have somebody sending me videos of people talking about diesel heaters, what could go wrong. Anyways, I come up with code 6, which means it's either a blockage or it's not getting enough air or whatever. I had plenty of gas. And then, when it started to drop, it was like, I'm not sure what it was. I think it was 45 degrees Fahrenheit. It wasn't all that cold, but in our terms, it was like 3 or 4 degrees. I think dropped lower than that, 3 degrees. And yeah, I mean, this van's got some insulation in it, but once the cold gets in, it's hard to get out. So I was worried about that. I had plenty of electricity. That was fine. But yeah, so I had every now and then I had to turn on my engine to my van to heat up the van. I had a fan blowing it backwards, and then when I went to bed, that was it. And then I knew I had to go. What I have to do is I got to take out my freezer, lift that out, crawl in there, and unscrew the back end of the fan and all that stuff. I mean, it seems pretty easy, but it's not the wine and dine about it, but it's just like, my hands are cramped up. I mean, I'm fat, I'm big, I'm obese, as some people have said, or other doctors have said it. Yeah, I'm obese, so I got to get my scrawny little ass in there, that little cupboard space, and do all that. Yeah, there's no problem there taking it apart. I can do it. It's just that, like I said, I have a hard time getting into spaces and stuff, and yeah, Didex or whatever it is, I can't seem to do things too well sometimes. And that's the thing that bugs me about it all, because I used to be able to do quite well. But it is what it is. So yeah, so we can all learn and we can all go, and we can all go forward in life. And if your van life or your life is going tiggly boo all the way through, I really mean that. Good for you. I'm glad. But I know my life doesn't always go. No, it's up and down like a damn roller coaster sometimes. Mind you, the lumps and bumps are getting a little bit smoother, but still up and down. Like I said, when I finished doing the front part of the van, I think, oh good, I can rest. No, something happens out there. I think that pee bucket at the back there with the sign on it starts leaking, so I got to go back there and fix that. Like, well, life's real challenging. Anyways, so like I got a fear going down on my knees and stuff. I got to keep my shoes on, because if I don't keep my shoes on, my feet don't fluctuate like normal people, because I broke them before. Broke my ankle, broke my heel. It doesn't always work that way. So if I don't wear shoes, I can't feel my feet, literally, and I ripped off toenails. I've got like 3 or 4 toenails that I've ripped off and not know about it. Get up, walk away, and fall all this blood all over the floor, and then, then I got to worry about getting infection in my feet and blah, 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 blah. Well, if you're a diabetic and you got injuries and you're prone to different things happening to you, I mean, that's my life. And I accept that. I'm not whining about it, but that's my life. I don't show all that stuff on camera, but that's my life. I try very hard to wake up, feel good, do what I can, put a smile on, and I don't like putting on phony smiles. I like to put on a smile. Like I really mean it. And sometimes it's quite difficult to pull that out of the rabbit's ass. No offense to the guy that's a bunny. No offense. Yeah, I don't want to insult anybody, but it's true, man. It's like, it's very frustrating. I know how to do a lot of this stuff. I just don't have the mobility and the capability to get it done all the time. And I hate like hell asking people to help me out. I hate it. I definitely hate it. I'm stubborn that way. I mean, I moved to Ontario. You know, I moved to Ontario, and I had a coat here that, you know, I thought it was too whatever, like too warm for this climate. So when I was in Ontario and I decided to come back home, I gave it to Goodwill, or I gave it to I gave it to Value Village. And now I'm kicking myself in the ass because all I got is 2 hoodies. I don't have the proper gloves. I had to go to the dollar store and grab a pair of gloves the other day. You know, camo gloves, match my hat. There. You know, I mean, they're all right, but they're not like, you know. And yeah, it's just, yeah. And then this morning I wake up, there's a damn blizzard, snowstorm. Which is fine. I mean, I can't rely on solar because, you know, the sun's not out, it's snowing, and now I gotta clean off my solar panel because I won't get any sun then. But I'm heading out to go back home because I needed to go home to go get my Renergy that I ordered. I needed to do that, so because today they're open till 5, and then they're closed, and I'm like, oh, I got to get that done because in the next couple of days they're going to close for the Christmas holiday. So I'm doing all that. I try to go out, find out, somebody chases me down because I went into the parking lot and I said, holy jeez, you haven't even plowed this yet. And I almost got stuck, but I got out to the back road, to the main road, and somebody chased me down and said, don't go up that hill there, because on top of that little hill, it's not a big hill, but on top of that little hill, there's like 3 or 4 cars stuck there. Me being who I am, I waited for a minute and I thought about it, and I said, you know, I looked at it and I said, if I follow those tracks up to that road, up to that hill, I'll be fine. So I did. I didn't go all the way up, but I went halfway up that hill. I could have made it all the way, but I stopped on the hill and I was able to see, and I took footage of it. So somewhere along the line, you'll see the footage of that. There's like a pickup truck and a big trailer and a car and another car. They're all stuck up there. They couldn't get up on the highway because there's a big slant to get up there. Anyway, so I looked at that. I filmed that in a bit, and then I decided, I looked at behind me, nobody was there, and I went, okay, put her in reverse and don't give her, but stay in the tracks that you already made. So I did, and I was able to back down that hill without getting stuck. I think I went off just a bit, and then I got back down that hill, and I said, okay, I'm gonna stay here. And I pulled in all the way into the washroom. On the other side of the washroom, not the park. I was underneath the tree, so it was nice and wasn't a lot of snow. So I parked there for a bit, and then all of a sudden, the girl from the other day that booked me into to where I was at the campsite, she stopped. She goes, "You all right?" I said, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." I said, "You can't get out there, eh?" And she goes, "I know. We phoned a tow truck, or we phoned a plow, but you know." BC, in their ultimate wisdom years ago, got rid of all their damn snow plows, or at least near the cities anyways, because they don't need them. And I said, well, we need them today, you know, and so I don't know, like, you know, like they don't have enough snow plows here. I don't know why, but things are changing. Might be a good idea for the budget, get more snow plows. Yeah, so, you know, get more snow plows. But, so I waited. Nobody can get out, so I waited, and I was sitting there and I was filming and doing things and editing, trying to put things up and stuff. Wasn't really editing, but I was getting things uploaded and stuff. I'm almost running out of data, so it's like I don't have much data left. I went through 50 gig. I don't know where the heck that went, but it did. Anyways, yeah, so I'm sitting there, and then I see some lady, like, I don't know, it must have been about a half hour, an hour and a half. I look, and some lady walked and then came out of the woman's washroom, and I said, where the hell did she come from? And I see her get in a car and then take off, so I back up just a bit so I can sort of like be on the road, And I looked up and I went, wow, she went all the way up there. So I said, okay, let's take a chance. So I did. So, and I was able to get up over the hump, get up. Yeah, everybody was gone. So I was able to drive right through there and then hit the highway. And I had to go slow, but, you know, close to Squamish, it was like -2. So yeah, so it was, the roads weren't that great, but once you get like where I was at, there's a certain point, I forget the name of the place, but it started to clear out a little bit. Like there was no snow in the hills, didn't look like there was snow anywhere, but it did snow in Vancouver, but Vancouver being a warm spot, it melted real quick. It didn't stay, and it either rained or something today, but it was gone by the time I got here. I'll apologize first in case I sneeze and cough, and yeah, I got a little bit of a cold coming on. Yeah. Anyways, sorry about that. Well, here we all are at Porteau Cove. I'm not stuck, but all these people up here can't get up that little lip. So, it's like I said before, BC does not have a lot of snow plows, and they don't do these side roads, which I think they should have, but, you know, can't even get back down here into the parking lot as the fear of getting stuck. So, yeah. I'm just sitting here, not waiting for them because it's going to be a long time. People said they called a snowplow or snow company, but yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But anyways, there's a lovely view what it's like sometimes when you get a big dumping in the wintertime in BC. Porteau Cove, BC. And this is the lookout here. Look at that. I'm stuck in the middle of the road. Not stuck. I stopped here, but yeah. Anyways, are you having fun yet? Not really. Okay. We are going to try to back up because we can't go any further ahead because there's this stuff up here. So, yeah. We are going to back up now. See if this works. I planned this, not the snow. But I planned the backup route. There, see, it's skiddy a little bit. Yep. But I planned this because I thought if I can't get up there, I should be able to roll back. And so far it's working. Until now. Yeah, there you go. We made it. When I got here, it was nice. It was sunny out and everything, and I said, "Holy gee!" So it's nice right now. It's warmer than it was up there, but you know, and that's pretty much how my days have gone. And that's why I didn't. You know, it seems like I joke about it, but when you do something to the front end, by the time you get to the back end, you got to come back here and do something back to the front end again. And it's like a yo-yo, back and forth. And if it's raining or if it's snowing, you're stuck in here. I mean, can you believe? I mean, I lose things in this damn van. It's not that big, but I lose things all the time. And it frustrates. I can't find anything. I can't clean it up the way I want to clean it up. I mean, today or the other day before I started this adventure, I rolled up my I rolled up my electrical cord. I said, oh, this is great. I put it all in a nice spot. And then today I rolled it up, tried to roll it up the same way, but it was half frozen. So there it lies in the front of my seat there, all sprawled out like, yeet. So yeah, so make it short. That's why I haven't edited anything in the past couple of days. Because some mornings I wake up, it's only for a brief minute till I sort of get my head out of my butt. But it's like, yeah, this sucks, you know, and, but I get away, you know, I get away from it and I say, yeah, well, yeah, it can suck, but I mean, there's a lot of pleasure I got out of it. There's a lot of pleasures I have because of this lifestyle. So it doesn't suck so much then, but you got to sort of like think about it anyways. One of the other things that really bugged me is, I have to put a note on here to tell me I have to count to 7 because my freaking mic here doesn't want to pick up. So half of my videos sometimes has no sound in it at the beginning. So I got to redo them, and and that's a frustrating part. But that's all, you know, it's not a wah-wah thing. That's all part of van life, I know, but that's not what they wrote on the damn brochure when they said, come to van life. Things will be great. Live your dream. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes your dreams have a few nightmares that follow it. But, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's all good. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, it's just time of year. You know, like, I mean, I was watching Crone's video the other day, and he was talking about, you know, him being a little down or doing his thing, you know, and, you know, everybody has a down spot around Christmas. I mean, Christmas is... You know, like, I mean, if you're religious or spiritual or whatever you believe in, I don't want to get into that either, but it's the birth of Christ, and that's what it's supposed to be for. And I already went through the daddy phase where I had to buy gifts for my kids and do all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. Now I'm just content, you know, I'm just content with this, sitting here and just thinking of nice, peaceful things. What I think Christmas is or should be, just, you know, the birth of Christ, enjoying that, enjoying what we got, you know, not everything, not the commercial part of it. I have a couple of traditions that I like to continue to follow. I haven't followed them for all my 63 years, but, you know, I used to go to midnight mass with my grandmother, and I like to do that if I can. If I can't, I try to find a spot where I can follow it on my video or on Facebook or something. Follow a mass of some sort. Doesn't have to be long. It just tunes me up to what I need to do and focus on. You know, like 50. I think it's it's almost 54 years ago. My granddad died on Christmas Day, so it took me, and I have no problem with that now. No, I'm just bringing it up. It's just like, but sometimes I just think about, you know, yeah, Christmas, it hasn't always been joyful. And ever since I got sober and I've taken my head out of my butt, I've been able to sort of like turn that around and be grateful for every little thing I have. Even this crap I'm talking about now, I'll look back at it and say, well, I've been through worse. But, you know, but yeah. I have been through worse, and I have been alone at Christmas, and I've been, you know, nobody around me or nothing like that. I've been through worse, but I don't want to be all down in the mouth at Christmas time. I just talk, and maybe I talk too long. Hopefully it helps some people, but, you know, don't give up. It will be rough if they didn't put that in the brochure. You'll have bad days. You'll have bad days, but, you know, at the end of the day, thank God you made it, or thank whatever you made it through, and the next morning, you know, it's another day, another start, and cheers. I love yous all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.